Do you want to raise this year? Do you want to make more money? I know it's a stupid question. Of course, the answer is yes. You walk past more money every single day. Work your service department. Work your customers in your service department. And I know you probably hear that all the time, but I'm not talking about your typical go back, hey, Torture, I know you're getting an oil change, but do you want to buy a car today? No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about planting seeds that grow into great relationships. So you want to go back, introduce yourself to people in service. Obviously, make sure first that they're not being helped by another salesperson, that they don't already have a relationship. But there are so many customers at your dealership that, one, didn't even buy the car from your dealership and no one ever talks to them from the sales department. Or two, their salesperson died or left or got fired or just hasn't even talked to them in years. Guess what? That's fair game. And all we want to do is go back and do a couple things. Introduce ourselves. Hey, welcome to ABC Motors. Thanks so much for servicing your vehicle here. So first thing is thank you for servicing your vehicle. We know you had a lot of choices to get an oil change or resurface your rotors or service your, get a new timing belt, whatever it is, change your transmission fluid. Thanks so much for coming in and spending the money in our service department. I wanted to let you know we really greatly appreciate it. So thank you. Next, I want to introduce myself. My name is Daniel. I work in sales. Shake their hand or, whatever, fist bump them, whatever they're comfortable with. But let them know who you are. And then thirdly, just let them know really simply. I wanted to introduce myself and let you know that I'm here to help. I work in sales, and that way you have a point of contact in sales. So if you ever have a question about your vehicle's technology, if you need help with something regarding your vehicle, or you get to the point where you have a couple questions about possibly trading, or you could be in the market days, months, years from now, I just wanted to let you know I am here to help you. Give them your business card and then make sure that you put everything in the CRM, that you put the notes in there. Went back and talked to Mrs. Smith. Thanked her for coming in and getting an oil change. Introduced myself. Let her know I will always be here to help. And we'll touch base next time she's in. Send a follow-up card or make a thank you phone call a week later, just reminding her that you really appreciate her service. Not trying to sell anything. And then next time he or she comes in for service, make sure that you touch base with them again and again and again. And guess what? If you've touched base with them 3, 4, 5 times in a year and never tried to sell them anything, who are they going to come to when it's time to buy a vehicle? Or they have a cousin in the market for a car, or their friends looking to upgrade, or they have a question about what their trade is worth. They're going to come to that person that is non-pushy, that's always offering their help. And here's the best part. How much time does it take you to do that? Maybe 45 seconds, maybe a minute and a half, maybe 2 or 3 minutes if they actually start a conversation. But you can do that 5 to 6 times a day. And then on a weekly basis, you're touching base with 20 to 30 people that you would have never touched base with. Guess what? Every single month, you are going to make deals. And you will run into people that ask you, hey, what would happen if I traded in my car? And that's when you have your opportunity. No problem. Come on up front with me. And you go sit at the desk and you go through the process that you know to do. But look at these opportunities differently. They're not high pressure sales and they're not always going to convert. But if you simply go back and start developing a great relationship and let them know exactly what you're trying to do, that you're here to introduce yourself, that you're always going to be here to help. And here's your contact information should you ever have a question about anything regarding your vehicle. And just so you simply have a point of contact in the sales department, you will make a lot more deals because you're touching base with so many people. And then everyone who comes in that dealership gets to know you better. And you're constantly saying hello and touching base with people. And it looks great. It breeds more business and it helps you make a lot more money and makes it super easy. Remember, sales out of the service department are probably next to referrals the easiest deals you're going to get in your career. So having the best opportunity to make those deals when the opportunities present themselves is the best way to go. And the only way to do that is to build those relationships. So when you go back there to touch base with them, talk to as many people a day as you can. Make sure they're not someone else's customers, but simply introduce yourself. Let them know that you are here to help and make sure they have your point of contact and follow up afterwards and every time that they come in so that they know you and think about you every time they think about a vehicle.